Hi, this is Julie from The Sales Manager. Welcome to this week's Sales Tip of the Week. And I am joined by the lovely Laura Ann Williams from Get Social, who is regaling us with a few little tips about how to use your social media to generate sales. So I'm going to hand over to her now. So Laura Ann, what are your tips?
Okay, well, the first tip that I would say is that social media is predominantly a customer service platform as opposed to a sales platform. So it's very important to remember when you are coming to producing your content that you're not exclusively selling at people. So you need to use social media to find your brand ambassadors who will go out and do the selling for you on your behalf.
Brilliant. So if you're sort of looking and thinking about what to include in your social media, what couple of little tips would you give for our viewers today?
I think that you need to remember that your social media is not for you, it's for your followers. So when you are looking for content to share, or you're looking at the kind of things that you can create for yourself, you need to have the end user in mind, and that is your followers. So it's less a case of, I read this article, I find it really interesting. It's more a case of, I found this article and I think you will find it very interesting because yeah. X, Y, Z.
Yeah, and I suppose having a good, strong understanding of your target market, that's going to help that, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And you can actually use social media to help you define your target market, because you'll find that the people who actually interact with you on social media, they're the people who want to hear from you, and you can then use them as a bit of a demographic for finding out exactly who you're trying to talk to.
That's a really good tip. Thank you. And one more tip before we close down our sales tip of the week this week.
Okay, the last thing, the most important thing I can tell you is to show up. So a lot of us, when it comes to social media, we get a little bit terrified of it and we go, well, no one wants to hear from me. They're not actually looking at my social media to see my face. They're looking at it for something else. But the main thing that we all hear as businesses is people by people. And you need to make sure that you are showing your face in your social media content at least once a week, because you want people to start to recognize you. So when we're doing our mindless scroll, we want people to go, oh, it's Julie, I'll stop, because I know who Julie is. I always like her content. I'm going to stop and actually give her my attention. And the main thing that's going to stop us, in our scroll, is that we see your face and we go, I recognize this person. I'm going to stop and see what they have to say.
That is a really, really good tip. And I know when we do faces and pictures of people in the office, etc., that gets our most engagement. So it's a really good tip. Thank you very, very much. So there we have, that's our sales tip of the week. Now, if you'd like to see more of Laura Ann and have more tips, she's actually our guest speaker in our sales club this afternoon. That's 2 till 3, and the link to that will be following this video. So hopefully see you there.